Hi everyone, my name is lostfoxerin, and I'm here for the end. I am here with Yami, who is also here for the end, and
The
many tears. I'm waiting for the tears.
Tears. The end. We're also getting ready to search for the end in Minecraft, but that's unrelated.
That's unrelated. But yeah, so we are here with the Ithicha saga, which is the end of the epic, the musical. So for this video, we're doing the live stream one just because I wanted Mom to suffer with us. All I have to say on that. I feel like it's fitting that like we started with the animatics. We saw all the wonderful, beautiful art people out there, and I thought it would be fun to see what everyone else got to see at the live streams and the amazing art that's in that one as well. As a little, well, I mean, we still have like the extras, which I have like I counted last night. There's like enough for like 10 episodes if we want to do all that.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I'm excited mostly to hear your reactions. I have some info. Listen, I've been studying. I pulled up my stuff because I was like, I have an idea what you're gonna ask about. I don't know if that's what you're actually going to ask about. I'm making it educated guess.
Alright, let's see how well the fox can predict me. How predictable am I?
I don't know. We'll find out. Real
Not next time on Dragon Ball Z. Right now!
Not next time on Dragon Ball Z. We're doing this right now. Right now.
Right now! Doing his due diligence. Penelope working on that loom!
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown. I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud. They don't know that every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won. Though I never thought that I'd resort to this.
Yeah, 'cause she's a brilliant woman, Penelope.
But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm. Unless, oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change? Is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? Though I never thought that it would come to this. Just know I'll be here buying you time. Whoever can string my husband's
The bow! Yes!
well, axes cleanly will be
I've been
the
waiting for this.
sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen. Let the arrow fly once you know that your aim is true. 'Cause I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you. Though I never thought that these would be the lengths we go for love. I would not have it any other way. And though I never thought that it would end like this, just know I'll be here when
Go ahead.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So, so this is Penelope's song.
Yeah.
So she obviously she's setting up the challenge. It's called the challenge.
Yes.
Which is a lot of the Odyssey. We know of it as the challenge she gives to the suitors. I mean, we all know how this is going to end, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
Your feelings about this challenge. How do you feel when you first heard of this challenge? What was your thoughts of them?
I mean, when I first heard of it in high school, I don't remember. But just now, I mean, yeah, like she's been waiting. She's been holding on as long as she possibly can. She's been fending off these suitors. She's been holding down the fort. But yeah, how long can she keep it up? And even I feel like she's had faith this whole time, but even she must be wondering if he's actually going to come back.
So, in the original Odyssey, this scene is a lot more funnier to me.
Yeah.
So, she's setting up this challenge. Before she sets up this challenge, Odysseus is there. He's disguised as an old man, and he can't acting like a beggar and is in the palace.
Yeah, I remember that part. I guess I forgot that he was there before she issued the challenge.
Yeah. So he's there, he's in disguise. She invites the old beggar to have a conversation with her before she issues this challenge. The way that they talk, this tongue-in-cheek kind of talk that they have, she 100% knows it's him.
Oh,
Me that
nice.
she's not like, oh, fantastic. I know what to do now. And so she issues this challenge knowing 100% that the suitors will not be able to complete this challenge. And her husband's just literally like fucking right there. In disguise, but it's her husband. Like, it's not written or said that she knows, but the way she talks to him and the way compared to how she talks to other people, 100% she knows. She's like, I recognize
she's a brilliant woman. Yeah.
You can't disguise yourself in godlike ways and tell me that I don't know who you are. Nope, not happening.
Right.
So it makes me funny because like everyone else.
You don't think I know my husband? He's been gone for 20 years, but you don't think I know my husband?
Exactly. Just like Odysseus knew that the siren wasn't his wife.
How old were they when Odysseus left?
How old were they when Odysseus left?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for that one.
I'm not that predictable. Because like I'm trying to.
Odysseus was anywhere between 35 to 40 years old when he left to go to Troy.
So he is an old man by now. I mean, not as old as what he's pretending to be, but he ain't a young man. Okay. Like I was expecting early 20s, mid 20s. Okay.
Yeah. And according to a lot of interpretation, it's never said how old Penelope is. A lot of interpretations say that she was like 20 when he left for Troy because of how the normal marriage system works. I honestly don't think that she was 20. I think that maybe she was like closer to his age because he was obsessed with that woman. So I would say like she obviously was younger than him, so I'm like maybe 30. Like if he was 34, she was 30. I mean, she had to get married quite young in Greece. And the way how Greece was back in the day. Marriage was held very young, especially for women. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't.
Well, and how long were they married before he left too?
How long were they married before they left? 1 second.
Yeah. Like, what I'm trying to figure out is how much time did they spend together before this 17, 20-year-old gap, whatever version you're looking at. Like, how long were they actually together before all this time apart? That's what I'm getting at.
So they were married for about a decade, so about 10 years before he went to go fight in Troy.
Okay. So yeah, got you.
If he was like 34 when he went to war, there's a good chance they met when they were both 20-ish. And then been together for...
That makes sense. Okay.
10 years.
Interesting that it took 10 years for them to have Telemachus. I wonder if she had miscarriages before or trouble conceiving?
Maybe.
Because they don't have any other living children besides Telemachus, right? That's the only one I hear him talk about.
Not until after the Odyssey, they ended up having another child.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me? They're in their 50s plus at that point. What?
Well, yeah.
I mean, not that that's impossible. I have a friend whose mom gave birth to her sister when her mom was 54. It's not impossible, but dang, it's risky, and especially for back then. What?
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I think they didn't plan it because Telemachus was the heir. I 100% don't think it was planned. It was just a whoop, surprise, and it was like, another son.
Oh God.
Which, the idea that it took there's a 20-year age gap between Telemachus and his younger brother.
I mean, for my friend, she had a 33-year age gap between her and her sister. They go out together and they assume that parents are the grandparents and that she's the mom, and she's like, nope, I ain't ever having one of those.
Never. But yeah, no. But yeah, they do. Telemachus at this point is their only living son.
Okay.
They only had one kid. But yeah, they've been married for a decade, and then he spent 20 years getting back to her because he fucking loves that woman. Like that's his world. He doesn't care about anyone else. She's
a pretty fantastic woman. I don't blame him.
He got tempted by Cersei, and he's just like, no. He got tempted by.
He got
Calypso.
straight up kidnapped by Calypso.
He got kidnapped by Calypso, and he was just like, no, absolutely not. There's only one woman for me, and that is Penelope. Like, the most faithful man to be alive in ancient Greece.
Oh, man.
The most faithful man alive in ancient Greece.
And he says over and over again that he's just a man, but he don't ever use that as an excuse to cheat. He is just a man, but that's not where he's going with that.
No. Like, listen, he was willing to beat up a god to get back to her.
He was willing to throw a baby over a wall. He was willing to blind a cyclops. He was willing to torture a god. He was willing to sacrifice the remainder of his crew.
Yeah. He was willing to do anything to get
Helen may have launched 1,000 ships, but Penelope brought Odysseus home. Oh my.
Yeah, in like I said in the Odyssey, obviously the challenge was set because Penelope knew that Odysseus was here. In this one, the way it's kind of making it sound like is she's seen that storm outside, which is when he was fighting fucking Poseidon. And some part of her wondered, is that him? Is that him coming home? Is that a sign from the gods? But she doesn't have 100% accuracy of no. She's willing to fight and believe that it's him.
Okay, that's not how I was reading it. I was reading it as like her. I thought she was talking about the storm when he almost made it home the first time. And then it's been so long since then. Okay, but like
after
yours might make more expense. Yours might makes more sense. I need to see the lyrics again. Yeah.
It's like right after the storm does she think maybe it's a sign, and I'm like, that storm happened a while ago, and I don't think that they would have waited that long to have for what they talked about happening after the challenge. So I don't think...
I might have misunderstood the lyrics. I can't remember exactly what
which
they said
is 100% fair. Fair.
You've had more time to pick this apart than I have.
Yes. In the normal Odyssey, there's only one storm. In the epic musical, there's two.
Jesus. Oh my! Oh, here he comes!
We've been here for hours. None of us can string this. We don't have the power. Screw this damn challenge. No more delays. Can't you guys see we're being played? This is how they hold us down while the throne gets colder. Hold us down while we slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bolder. Where in the hell is our pride and our rage? Here and now there's a chance for action. Here and now we can take control. Here and now burn it down to ashes. Channel the fire inside your soul. Haven't you noticed who's missing? Don't you know the prince is not around? I heard he's on a diplomatic mission, and I heard today he comes back to town.
Oh, no.
So I say we gather near the beaches. I say we wait till he arrives. Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now, today we can strike it. Hold him down till the boy stops shaking. Hold him down while I slit his throat. Hold him down while I slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones. Cut him down into tiny pieces. Cut him down in the great below. When the crown wonders where the prince is, only the ocean and I will know. And when the deed is done, the queen will have no one to stop us from breaking her bedroom door. Stop us from taking her love and more. And then we'll hold her down while her gate is open. Hold her down while I get a taste. Hold her down while we share her spoils.
I just want to be angry at every artist who makes this man so good looking because, oh my goodness, I can't stand him! Someone hold him down! And stab him!
Only something would happen.
Channel the fire inside your soul.
Snap! I didn't expect to get the instant gratification, man.
Instant gratification, like, oh my god, I hate him, I want him to die.
Like, someone stabbed this guy in the throat. Arrow. Well, okay. Not exactly what I was envisioning, but yeah!
Alright, so that was Hold Them Down. The second song. The most, controversial song.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, we had to see, like, we already got a taste of how sleazy this guy is.
Yeah. 100%. We had to see. All right, so we'll break this down in sections. We'll start with the challenge. So, obviously, a lot of the suitors tried to string up Odysseus's bow.
They were doing a really bad job of it.
Yeah. So, do you know as to why they can't string up his bow?
I mean, I know that it was a large bow, and it was, like, very sturdy. Very, very sturdy. Was there something else to it? Was it magical in some way? Like, was it otherworldly in some way? Is there a reason that Odysseus, king of Ithaca, is the only person who can draw the sword from the stone?
So, it's not... You don't have to believe me in this. In my opinion, a lot of people think he's just that guy. He's strong enough to do that. There is a trick to this bow.
Mm-hmm.
So it was called a plantunus, which basically means it is a bow that was stretched and bent backwards.
Uh-huh.
So they were handed this bow that was unstringed. And they're trying to string it like a normal bow. Because that's what you assume it is.
Huh? Okay, so hold on. What's the difference between how you string a normal bow and how you string this bow?
So, is the way that the bow is bent. So the bow itself. So you know how normal bows are. They have this arch, right? Yeah. He took that arch, bent it backwards, so it had more power with the bow.
Uh huh.
So that normal arch is basically, let me find the actual picture, because there is a picture.
Okay.
Of Odysseus's bow.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I saw it in the movie, and for, like, who knows if that was even correct.
Yeah, probably not. So, here, let me get...
I would love to see, while you're looking for that, so there's this guy on YouTube, it's called Blumenek, and he's all about, like, talking about archery and bows, and he also does some amazing stuff on a pole. Yes, that kind of pole. And I would love to see him break this down. Someone can get his
break
attention.
That bow down.
What's that?
Like, just have the forethought to break that bow down.
Yeah.
So this is what a normal bow in ancient Greek would have looked like. So this is what it normally looks like. So it would come out straight, and then you would bend it, and then when you pull back, it bends like that, right?
Okay. Fox will use the magic of editing to show you all this later.
Yes. This is what Odysseus's bow looked like. Because it was curved backwards, it kind of curls in on itself. Come on. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
So it looks completely different than a normal bow. But they were just handed this. They were handed that bit without the string and told to string this. How do you string this?
Yeah.
So they try to string it like a normal bow. That's not what kind of bow it is. It is a backwards bow. He did this.
Fascinating.
Yeah. This bow itself gives him, like, it basically turns like a normal bow into like a slightly stronger bow and goes a little bit farther.
Slightly.
Because it gives it more tension to it.
I don't know. I feel like looking at the differences between those two bows, that takes a normal bow and turns it into like a I don't know, like, what do you call that thing that's like a cannon but it's a harpoon?
Yeah, that basically.
Yeah.
He brought a cannon to a sword fight. But
or like more accurately, I guess, a cannon to a gunfight? Yeah.
But he had left that bow behind. He didn't take it with him to Troy because it's
cumbersome. It's
cumbersome. Two, I don't think he thought he would be there that long. I honestly thought he would take a sword, take care of some shit, and then come back. I don't think he thought it would be a 10-year war.
And, I mean, maybe as well, in the unlikely event that he did die, I assume...
Something to give his son.
Yeah. I assume. that's the other reason. I would assume that there's multiple facets to why he didn't bring it with him.
Right. But yeah, I think that's my running theory. I mean, a lot of the historical texts just say he was just a guy. He was a grandson of Hermes. He could have some demi blood in him.
Yeah.
He was, but yeah, like
Odysseus is Odysseus based off of a real person at all, or is he completely fictional?
I don't know. Normally with Homer, it's fictional, just like his description of Atlantis was fictional.
Okay.
Not that everyone isn't still looking for Atlantis.
Oh my god. Look,
so
it gave us one of the greatest Disney movies of all time.
That is true. But I don't think
not the greatest. Look, don't come at me with your but this one is the greatest. Like, look. I don't like choosing favorites, okay? It is one of the greatest. One of my favorites.
Right. But yeah. I don't want to say it's just because he's a guy and he's the only one that can string that bow. I like to think that there's a bit more of a trick to it. There's obviously not a lot of people know. Everyone that would know that that's the backwards bow kind of just either won't say anything or died on the way home.
Like, these common brutes don't know. And anyone who's loyal to Odysseus is gonna be like, yeah, I'm just gonna let them keep trying.
So, like, the idea that they didn't know that it's a backwards bow. They knew it was made different and it looks different. But how would you know? You just handed this piece of wood and said, string it.
Okay, so all right, so you've shown me how they're different. How do you string a bow such as that?
So because it's a backwards bow, so it curls in toward where basically you have to take the string and curl the bow back.
Yes.
So it forms the shape that you see in the second part of that image.
Yes.
So it's a
Which
lot.
Which does not match what was in the cinematic, but.
I mean, to be fair, that's a lot harder of a bow to draw.
I mean, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Like, and a lot of people probably wouldn't know this bit about it.
Like the suitors.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people, like, unless you're looking up the actual historical text and you're looking at the Odyssey and you're looking at information about it, like, it's something that's easily missed. Like, you just string a bow, okay? I mean, everyone knows what a bow looks like. But, like, no one really talks about what kind of bow it was. So, like,
right.
I don't even know if I pronounced it correctly. Atlantis?
Oh, what?
It's called a Planitonus.
Send it to me?
Yeah. I had to have this up because I knew I was not going to be able to say this correctly. I looked at it and I'm like, no.
Palintonus?
Something like that. But yeah, it's basically
we're gonna go with that. Bow. Somebody correct us.
So yeah, it's just like they pull. You have to basically uncurve it out so it stretches like that, and then you can use it.
Fascinating.
Yeah. But yeah. I get. So second part of this is obviously Telemachus had gone out on a diplomatic mission, according to the suitors. In the original Odyssey, yes, he does go on a diplomatic mission, and yes, the suitors do plan to kill him. It was right after they basically called him out. Basically, instead of acting like a child, he acted like a real king, and that made them go,
oh, we can't let that happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he had went away because he had this vision, and he wanted to know what happened to his father. So he got under the guise of a diplomatic mission. He went out and talked to his old war buddies, basically.
Okay.
So he went out to go talk to his war buddy. On his way back, he gets a message from Athena saying, "Hey, don't stop. Keep going. They're planning to kill you, basically.
All right.
And so he rallies up his crew, and then he sails on Thursday night and manages, with Athena's help, to miss the rendezvous point they had to try to murder him.
Nice.
I don't know in Epic the Musical exactly what's going on here, per se, unless he's saying the same thing, like he went out to go find information about his father after meeting Athena, because he wants to know what happened to him. He wants to know whether or not he's dead.
Perhaps there's a snippet of a deleted song or something. Yes.
And then obviously the mentions of,
Yeah.
Just to piss everyone off. But
Oh yeah, you know, in case you were wondering if these were awful people, hey, these are awful people.
they're awful people. Absolutely the worst. Their reaction. And then obviously we all get our just desserts.
Yes. Like, I knew he wasn't gonna live. I wasn't expecting to get the satisfaction so immediately.
Right? It's like the gurgling sounds as he dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of person who takes joy in death and suffering, except for people like that.
Those that deserved it.
Really deserved it.
All right.
For 20 years I've suffered every punishment and pain, from the wrath of gods and monsters to the screams of comrades slain. I come back and find my palace desecrated, sacked like Troy. Worst of all, I hear you dare to touch my wife.
Oh
and
my.
boy.
Oh, he angry.
I have had enough.
I'll bet you have. Final boss! Wanna play a game? Oh my.
Lead a battle at the edge of the unknown. Somewhere in the shadows lurks an agile, deadly foe. We have the advantage, we've the numbers and the might. No, you don't understand it. This man planned.
And this
for
is
every
his.
fight.
Like, are they still within his home? Like, within his premises?
Yeah. Yeah,
They
they're
think
locked
they
in the
have the
palace.
advantage? What?
Yeah. Yeah. They're locked in the palace, and they think that they have the
Where
advantage
is he?
because of how many people
Where
they
is
have.
he? Keep your head down, he's aiming for the torches. Our weapons.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
missing. He's using the darkness to hide his approaches. We're empty-handed, up against an archer. Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness. We know these odds, the odds can't be tilted. You don't think I know my own palace? I built it.
See, that's what I'm saying, you idiots! Man.
Oh, king, our leader is dead. You've destroyed the serpent's head.
Eurymachus.
Now the rest of us are no longer a threat. Oh, king, forgive us.
Is that just a common type of name, or?
That no more blood is shed. Let's have open arms instead.
Oh! 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 Dang!
No.
The door had been left unlocked.
He's more cunning than I assumed.
Dang.
While we were busy plotting, he hid our weapons inside this room.
I find it hard to believe that the sharpest of kings left these
I find that hard to believe too.
So what? Now
I
that
think
we
it's a trap.
have armed ourselves, let's make the bastard rot.
Behind you!
Deleticus! Yeah!
all those weapons, and I ensure you'll be spared. After seeing what the king will do to us, we wouldn't dare. I don't want to hurt you, but trust me, I've come prepared.
Yeah.
Your very presence is doomed the king, young prince. We don't fight fair. Stop! Brothers, we got company.
No. You're making a grave mistake.
The weapons room unlocked, and now they're ours to take.
He gave you a chance. That was your chance.
For us to win. We can still defeat the king if we all attack the
No.
prince.
You're gonna die now.
Capture him, he's our
You're all gonna
greatest
die.
chance. Get off me. Get off me.
Anyone Telemachus doesn't kill, Odysseus will.
Hold him down. Hold him down. Make the king obey our commands. Hold him down. Hold him down. 'Cause if he won't, I'll break the kid's hands. Got him.
No, you don't.
Mercy.
Mercy? Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
My mercy is long since drowned.
Jesus.
To bring me home.
Jesus.
As long as you're around, my family's fate is left unknown. You plotted to kill my son. You planned to rape my wife. All of
Oh,
you
man.
are going to die.
Yeah, you are.
You filled my heart with hate. All of you who have done me wrong. This will be your fate.
Oh man. Oh man. Woo! Woo!
So, that one was called Odysseus.
Yeah. The final boss, that Odysseus.
That Odysseus, yeah. So obviously, we don't talk about how bloody that must have been in the original Odyssey, because he does kill all those suitors.
Yeah,
anyway,
he
too.
does.
And he does have all their weapons and stuff locked up.
Mm-hmm.
So, my favorite part, and the one that makes me laugh the most, is definitely like, let's have open arms instead. No.
No! No!
No. The coolest thing that I think they added into the song is during that chanting that you hear randomly throughout the song.
Mm-hmm.
That is the correct way that is the Greek way to pronounce Odysseus' name.
How are they saying it?
Polyphemos.
Oh. Okay.
Which I think is an excellent touch. Maybe that's because I'm a history nerd and mythology nerd, but I really, really enjoyed that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, of course, they've got to say Odysseus because that's what everybody knows him as. But including the appropriate way to actually pronounce it somewhere is fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, it is. So, I really like that touch. I liked, obviously, it's a mess. Like, I like this idea that he intimidates them by just being himself and being a warrior and just hiding in the darkness. And he's a really good strategist, but he had this thought out. Obviously, the weapons room being unlocked was not part of his plan, but
oh, it wasn't?
No.
I legitimately thought that was just a trap. Like, go ahead, take your weapons. I'll kill you anyway. Like, I legit was not reading that as, oh, he actually made a mistake.
I don't think it was him that made the mistake, because in the original Odyssey, he plans this with his son. So him and Telemachus make this plan, and they lock all the weapons away while they're doing the challenge.
So you're thinking that maybe Telemachus left it open by accident?
That's what I think. Not that Odysseus didn't take that to full advantage at all. Because, like, what's more intimidating than a man who takes the sword that he just plunged into a man, chops the fuck out of him to get that head to come off in the next slice like that? Like, what's more intimidating? In the middle of a weapons room, you think you could fight this man?
Like, you think just because my ultimate weapon is a bow that all I can use is a bow?
Like,
oh, that's funny.
Right? Like, I don't really think that was part of his plan. I think that Telemachus had oopsed on that part, and that's why he was trying to stop them from getting the weapons. That was his mistake.
See, I thought that this was like, this is your last chance, make the right decision or you're going to die. And of course they don't make the right decision. That's what I was reading it as, but I mean, okay, yeah.
I don't think Odysseus had any plan to let anyone live at all.
I don't think Odysseus did, but I don't know. I feel like if they hadn't continued to attack Telemachus, if they had chosen to lay their weapons down and surrender, I feel like Telemachus at least would have tried.
Yeah.
Whether or not Odysseus would have listened, but I feel like Telemachus would have tried.
100%.
As awful as they've been. But yeah.
I mean,
he's still young.
He's still young. He hasn't seen the harshest of wars. He hasn't seen anything that Odysseus has seen.
Yeah. I mean, he's seen these men in his house plotting and blah 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 blahs, but and that's awful. But it's not the same.
He still wants to have this chance of you can choose to be better.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of different interpretations of how that song can go. You can say that Odysseus planned it. I don't feel like Odysseus planned it, but again, I don't know the actual intention. So it's up to everyone's imaginations.
It could be one of those things where I left it vague so that you can decide for yourself. That I don't have an answer for you. I'm not giving you a canon answer.
Giving you you decide that for yourself. But yeah.
Right. How dark is Odysseus in your heart? They made it pretty dark.
Right? He's very filled with Aries at the moment.
He's furious, man. He's done. He's done. He's taken the lessons that he's learned, and he's applying.
Exactly. He's just like, none of you are leaving alive. And Telemachus is like, but no buts.
No buts. I've been through this.
Alright.
Sensational. I love that. Oh.
Father?
Hey, Dad. Hi. Oh.
All my life I'd have died to meet you. Thought about your name so much it hurts. For 20 years I dreamt of how I'd greet you. Oh, and now you're here. I can't find the words. All my life I'd have died to know you. Days and nights I wish that I could show you. For 20 years I never could outgrow you. Oh, and now you're here. I can't help but wonder what your world must be. If we're like each other, if I have your strength in me. All all this time I've wondered if you'd embrace me as your own. 20 years I've wondered, for so long I felt alone. Oh my son, look how much you've grown. Oh my boy, sweetest joy I've known. 20 years ago I held you in my arms, how time has flown. Oh, used to say I'd make the storm clouds cry for you. Used to say I'd capture wind and sky for you. Held you in my arms, prepared to die for you. Oh, how time has flown. I can only wonder what your world has been. Things you've had to suffer, and the strength you hold within. All I've ever wanted was to reunite with my own. 20 years we've wandered, but today you're not alone. My son, I'm finally home.
Oh man.
I've longed to see you, to lay my cross. I'm home. Go. Tell your mother I'm home. I'll be there in a moment. Of course. Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
No.
You were never one for hellos.
Um.
I can't help but wonder what this world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy. I can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way?
If that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, for it's far beyond my years. You might live forever, so you can make it be. But I've got one endeavor. There's a girl I have to see.
Very well.
Father, she's waiting for you.
You pause. Mother, you okay?
Yeah.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying, but oh my.
I mean, if you're not crying yet, there's one more song.
There's one more song.
But yeah, so this is Odysseus and Telemachus first meeting each other again.
Since he was a wee babe.
Since he was a wee babe, since he was 20 years ago. But yeah, so obviously it's a very heartbreaking moment between him and Telemachus. You noticed up in the corner when they were all cheering, Jorge hugged Miko, who voices Telemachus. So basically Odysseus hugging Telemachus. Which they both were crying. Let's not lie. They both were crying at that song. They gave each other a hug and everyone was cheering.
Precious.
But yeah. And then obviously plot twist, the thing is not dead.
Yeah. I mean, like Calypso said, goddesses can't die.
Goddesses can't die, and then I knew
She's
that.
like in
She had
a little
worse for wear.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she did fight against Zeus, and you expect her to be okay.
No, I mean, I'm never gonna forget that one line from Ares. Like, he wasn't sure. He was like, is she dead?
It's like that moment, like, they're siblings, they fight each other a lot, and then he's like, did you just fucking kill my sister?
I'm not gonna do anything about it because,
terrifying, but
yeah,
that was
very
my sister.
terrifying. But,
But like, Ares cares. He's like, that was my sister.
I don't know. I don't know. I still question whether or not it was how much more if it was my sister's dead versus, oh dang, am I next? Like, I wonder how much of each of those it was. Could he get that mad at me?
Wait. Obviously she's not dead.
Yeah.
And she's learned. She thinks that she's now more into the open arms policy.
She's interested in it, yeah. She'd like to get there, but
Like to get it, but
like
obviously.
Odysseus said, not in my lifetime, man.
Yeah.
Keep raising your warriors, Athena, because it's gonna take a while.
Right. Like Telemachus.
Yeah, it's still gonna take a while. We're still not there yet.
No, we're still not there yet. Sorry, Athena.
Yeah, we failed you.
It's okay. But yeah, it's a really pretty song.
Yeah.
A lot of people start tearing up here. And then there's another song.
Yeah.
So if you didn't cry at this song, Mom, I hate to break it to you.
All
You
right,
might
let's
cry
see.
at this song.
Let's see if it breaks the meter. All right. Here we go.
Is it you? Have my prayers been answered? Is it really you standing there? Or am I dreaming once more?
Oh, she's dreamed about this.
Different. Your eyes look tired.
Yeah, yeah.
Your frame is lighter.
Yeah.
Your smile torn.
You need some of your dinners.
Is it
I don't know if you have
really
servants to do that, but...
I am not the man you fell in love with.
No.
I am not the man you once adored. I am not your kind and gentle husband. And I am not the love you knew before. Would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done? The things I cannot change. Would you love me all the same? I know that you've been waiting for love.
What kinds of things did you do?
Left a trail of red on every island. As I traded friends like objects I could use. Hurt more lives than I can count on my hands. But all of that was to bring me back to you. So tell me, would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've
Oh, that's so cool.
A little goodbye to all the artists.
Oh.
That's true. Could you do me a favor? Just a moment of labor that would bring me some peace. See that wedding bed? Could you carry it over? Lift it high on your shoulders.
Sorry,
and take it far
the
away
reactions.
from here.
How could you say this? I had built that wedding bed with my blood and sweat.
I think she wants you to build a new one, honey.
Where we first met, a symbol of our love everlasting. Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way to move it is to cut it from its roots.
Only my husband knew this, so I guess that makes him you.
Oh! Oh, that's what she's doing! Dang! Oh man, they're a mess! Oh man!
How long has it been?
20 years.
I love you.
Oh my. But that was really sweet. Dang!
It was, right?
Man! God!
Yeah,
I
they were
love-
a mess.
I love that that in every single animatic that he had done, that Odysseus's eyes are red throughout the whole thing. Like, he is forever a changed man.
Yes. Forever changed. He is not the same as he was.
Oh man.
But
Why?
their love is... it doesn't matter, their love is still strong.
He may not be the same man, but he still knows a good woman. Like Penelope. Oh man. Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. Who wouldn't want to marry her?
Right. Having Gigi at the end just also just like, oh.
Oh man. Oh. Ah. Their absolute desperation in embracing each other at the last bit. That was
Right?
Jesus.
They both have been waiting for this moment for like 20 years. And they're just like so happy to be with each other.
Yes.
Like she's been waiting for him. She doesn't care. She knows that he's gone through a lot and she accepts that and she's just like, no, you're mine. I'm not trading you in, sorry.
Yeah. So like when she asked him to take the bed away, for real, I thought that she was gonna have him take that one away and then build them a new one. Like, okay, you're not the same man. All right, let's get married again. Like, but that was even better.
Yeah, right. Like, only he knows that the fact that he made it out of a fucking tree and it's still planted. Like,
It's been a thick tree, man.
He had to warp that tree so that it would grow and be the wedding bed. He put a lot of effort into that. Holy shit.
Dang.
And it's still alive? I have more questions. Like, what the fuck?
That's quite a bed, man. Oh.
It's quite a bed.
All I did was order a bed from Casper.
Like, all I did was order a bed. He put in so much blood and time into that bed, and it...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
It's fantastic, But yeah, so that was the end. Everyone's quite emotional at the end. I'm sad that you didn't cry. Dan, I was expecting you to be a blubbering mess, especially at Penelope's song.
I genuinely think it's because, I mean, I knew it was coming, right? I hadn't, I didn't know that the freckles were coming. I think that's part of it, is how emotionally prepared am I for anything. Was I blindsided? I might start crying. I don't know.
So no, next time don't give you any warning. Just be like, all right, you're ready.
Well,
no.
I mean, maybe with a story that I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Also, it just kind of depends. How hormonal am I? I don't know. How ready am I to cry at the drop of a hat? It depends. Sometimes it's like, why am I even crying? Why am I getting emotional about... I don't even know. Like, I know that there's been times before where I'm like, I don't even know why I'm tearing up. I have no explanation for it. Nothing. And then other times it's like, do you even have a heart? Well, yes?
Right. Yeah, I do like this. It got me to tear up a little bit, which is fine. I enjoy things that do that. Like, I'm not a blubbering mess, but man, they did catch a few tears, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like...
Listen, Pina. Go ahead.
I like it when something can make me cry. I don't like crying when I don't want to. Like, yeah. If I don't want to cry, then dang it, I hate it.
I do like that he gave like a little goodbye to all the animatics and stuff that were used throughout the entire journey.
That was so cool.
It's so precious. I was like, oh. And it was really nice. I liked that they didn't end with a kiss. Like, love is more than just kissing.
Yeah. An embrace and a promise and just I love you.
Yeah, and so much tears.
So much tears. Oh my god. They had enough tears for me. You didn't need any tears from me. They had all the tears.
Right. They had all the tears. They were the blubbering messes. They were crying on screen.
Yes.
Even the people in the reaction little box was crying on screen.
Now in the very back, on the far left, that's Aries, right?
I can't tell. It's blurry. right. So so you and I were looking at two different screens.
Okay.
So
Because I'm pretty sure the one on the left is who I've seen for Aries.
Yeah. So the one on the back left, that is Aries, and the one on the back right, that is You Really Kiss.
Yes. Okay, I was right. Cool.
Kind of You Really
Aries.
Kiss is,
yeah. What are their names? You don't have to pull that up right this minute. You can like put it in post, like just like put their names up on the screen. But Aries is like a blubbering mess right there, and Your Really Kiss is like that man killed me. At least in this, like right at the shot that I am stopped on, that's just the face that I'm getting. Is that man traded me in so that he could get back to his wife. I called him my brother.
If you look back a couple of seconds, you can see like he's so sad.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's looking over at the voice for Aries, and he's just like, he looks so sad because Aries is just like. But yeah, obviously Jorge's in the middle. That he plays Odysseus. Beside him is his girlfriend who plays Cersei. Beside her is the woman that plays Penelope. On the other side of Jorge, you have Miko. He plays Telemachus. You have Zach Colt, who plays Zeus. The girl with the glasses and the girl with the curly hair and glasses. She voices Scylla.
She had some great expressions.
Yeah. Beside her is, can't remember his name, but he voiced our prophet in the Underworld.
Oh, okay.
And then you have Troy beside him, who voices Hermes.
Yeah, that fluffy hair, man.
It's like
some people look like their characters. Like Your Really Kiss's person looks like him, and Hermes' person looks like him. And then you got like everybody else.
Yeah. It's been a journey. It's been fun. We have some extra videos that we can go through and do, but this is the end for now.
The
end of the concept album. What happens after this, I don't know.
I'm so excited to see where it goes from here. Like whether we get a fully animated musical or whether we get like a filmed in-person musical production. However he decides to continue this, I'm super excited to see where it goes.
Indeed. It's gonna be fun. But yeah,
if he does choose to just do a fully animated thing, I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I think it'd be a nice nod back to the original animatic artists.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything you want to say to anyone before we leave?
That everyone involved in this entire project, from Jorge to the other singers to the animatics artists, all of them, mad respect. And this was a wonderful ride. I can't wait to see the extra animatics that Fox has in store for me. And I'm super excited. Thank you guys for watching this. to everyone who has commented on all of these videos, like it's been so cool. I can't even. I'm glad to be a Winyan.
I am thankful for everyone that happened to come by. I love some of the conversations we've had. It was fun. It was a fun ride. I know that a lot of people are just gonna disappear now that I'm epic. But yeah, it was a fun ride. I thank you all for coming along with us and enjoying the ride with us, especially Yami's reactions to them all. But yeah, I will maybe see you in the next video. Say bye, everyone!
Bye, everyone.